Welcome back. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline: Supreme Court, no evidence, 27 Rivers lawmakers defected. Senate suspends Akpoti Uduaghan for 6 months. Senator resubmits petition. Tinubu hires 774 healthcare volunteers. Paid, they are the best. Air Force men invade Ikeja Disco over power cuts to NAF base. Sanwo-Olu cautions landlords over arbitrary rents increase. CBN eyes $25 billion from Shoinka Theatre. EFCC quizzes ex-minister Uju Ohanenye. Who has the landlord story?
I do, because
scary.
It's scary what is happening now in Lagos, every other place. Like I wonder how much people are really earning that. So Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu yesterday appealed to landlords not to increase rents. He said this at the inauguration of newly rehabilitated road networks. Roads include Agidi Road and Churchill Street in Aboyi and Ketu local council development area, and also the Demolishing Road in Kosofe local government. He said that, please, we're doing this thing as government's work and responsibility towards you guys, but don't use this as a reason because your property value has increased because of the carriageway roads that has been done. Please don't use this to not punish your tenants by increasing the rents. That this is unfair. He's appealing to them also that they should make sure that they safeguard public infrastructure and refrain from indiscriminate waste disposal. And everybody, even the chairman of the councils, they are begging tenants that I beg. They take the fact that the value of property has increased. What is happening in Lagos State is just ridiculous. Please, landlords.
And I think it's the Yahoo people that are spoiling them. So they assume anybody that is coming is doing one form of fraudulent business or the other, because they are the ones that dole out money and pay without
most times it's not even that. It's the agents. You know, when you're going to pay for a house, you're paying agency fee that's almost higher than the cost of the house. 20%. Agency, agreement, legal caution. By the time you add all those fees together, it's almost beyond the annual rent you're going to pay. So they are the ones actually causing this. A landlord will tell you, my fee is 700. An agent will tell you, take 250. Meanwhile, it's supposed to be 10% on your annual. But agents will just say 500 caution, 500 legal, 500. So by the time you add all this stuff,
it's a lot of money.
They are the ones that are to blame, actually.
Okay, so I have the story of Tinubu hire 774 healthcare volunteers. He said he was sharing news for 774 youths sharpening their skills under the newly launched National Health Fellows Program. They said the president has offered them automatic employment after their 1-year training. Amongst there were 360,000 applicants, and amongst the 360,000 applicants, only 774 were selected. They said the trainees are to monitor primary healthcare centers across the 774 local government areas. And also the president, who hailed the bold initiative and the rigorous selection process and highlighted its significance, described the trainees as pioneers of a new era in primary health care. They said over 60% of Nigeria, most of them are under 30. And then the president described the NHFP initiative as part of the several platforms provided by his administration to empower youths, enabling them to excel and contribute to national development. I like the way this is going, because they are under 30, so it's it's a very good one.
So any other story?
Yeah, so what I have here is China plans $50 billion investment in Nigeria and other African countries. Recently they had the forum on China-Africa cooperation, and Xi Jinping has actually promised 50 billion naira to Nigeria for investments and development. And as they say, they're very impressed with the media. They are saying that the media is credible and their stories are always timely, so they want to invest in Nigeria and other African countries.
That's a good one. A story caught my attention inside the papers. A retiree, Olafisoye Victor Weolu, has sued Lagos Airport Hotels Limited for failing to pay his retirement benefits gratuity after 21 years of service. So he filed the suit before Justice Joyce Damachi Onugba of the National Industrial Court in Lagos. And he alleges that despite multiple requests and formal letters, the hotel denied him his retirement entitlement 20% monthly emoluments for a period of 1 year and 10 months, as well as other allowances that he was rightly due. So through his lawyer, Kolade Owolabi, he seeks to address the wrongful denial of benefits owed him, the case highlighting the legal obligations of lawyers to honor employees' rights even at post-retirement. So the story is just that he wasn't paid when he retired. They also had to move him from being just a normal chef to a sous chef, and removing him, he was entitled to about 20% within that time extra, which was not paid him for the period that he worked as a sous chef. So everything is what he's asking. Please, a worker deserves his wages. If people are putting in the work, please pay them their wage. It is unfair that you allow old men and women to be hassling for the money that they have worked for. It's so unfair. Let's move on now to the Vanguard. Major headline: Senate suspends Senator Withdrew for 6 months. Rivers crisis: militant group spits fire, threatens oil production. Simon Ekpa orders sanction for alleged terrorism financing. Power generation rises 30% amid challenges. Autonomy: Algon asks local government chairman to approach CBN for documentation. Reps move to strip INEC of power to regulate political parties. Blackout: angry Air Force personnel invade Ikeja disco and batter employees. Let's take a story and then we'll do a short break. Who's ready to go?
Okay, so I have the Rivers crisis. They said They said tension has heightened in Rivers State as the dreaded militant group Niger Delta Rescue Movement warned the federal government not to withhold the allocation meant for the state or face a total cut in the oil production. They have also issued directive that non-Indians should consider their safety and leave Rivers State as hostilities were about to escalate. They are now saying that, but then the Supreme Court stopped the state allocation until a valid House of Assembly, which has Martin as Speaker, is constituted. This was what started the issue. And also, they also said that on Monday, that's the Speaker, issued a 48-hour ultimatum to Governor Fubara to present the 2025 budget before the House. And it expired on the midnight of that Wednesday. And he also directed the state governor to sack all commissioners and political appointees and resubmit for screening a list of new commissioner nominees. He also said militants numbering about 8 armed with AK-47 assaulted rifles in an unknown forest. They chanted Asawana.
Asawana.
He said, I quote, that's the leader of the group. I quote, he said, "We, the Niger Delta Rescue Movement, wish to express our deep concern regarding the recent development in Rivers State, threatening the smooth governance of our beloved state under the leadership of Governor Fubara. It has come to our attention that certain individuals proclaimed as lawmakers have issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the state governor to present the 2025 state budget. This blatant attempt to destabilize the state is not only alarming but also a clear attempt and coordinated effort to incite hell." And he said that this will potentially lead to a state of emergency or even an impeachment. He also said that they are calling on the president to intervene immediately and put a stop to the action of the minister, Nyesom Wike, and his associate, whose intent is to drag Rivers State to avoidable crisis. He said the people of Rivers State like stability, progress, and a conducive environment for governance. So we're hoping that the president should do something before it escalates and become.
All right, we'll do a breather here. When we come back, the newspaper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.